welcome to my channel. This is going to be a look at you and your person, how you guys both energetically are feeling about each other. We're going to do like a you versus them forecast. If you are new to my channel and you want to see future videos from me and you're not already subscribed, make sure that you do hit the subscribe button and the like button as well if you do enjoy this reading and you want to see future readings from me. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. So let's go ahead and start with your emotional state when it comes to the connection that you have with your person of interest. So what are my Pisces current emotions or emotional state when it comes to the connection and their person of interest? Okay. So if this is a person you've been dealing with for some time, your current emotional state, you could be feeling like there's certain things you want your person to take note of, and it could be a bit frustrating for you. There could be things that you feel like your person either needs to kind of grow from, or may need to see your perspective or point of view, or it could be at a place to where they're just not hearing you. And this could be just making you feel like there's no way that you guys could kind of reach a place of resolution and a bit stressed out. For others of you, there could be things that this person is not allowing themselves to make peace with personally. It's affecting the relationship. Like if they have a chaotic family situation, issues that they've experienced there could cause them to act in a chaotic way when it comes to problems that you guys face with each other. So you're just trying to navigate where you guys are at based off of what this person has been through. If this is a newer person that you are dealing with, your emotional state, you could be at a place to where you're a bit scared. You could be a little bit nerve-wracked, especially if you have just gotten back into dating and allowing yourself to kind of see where things will go. This person of interest, there could be attraction there. You just may be questioning like, okay, is this the person for me though? Is this a foundation I could actually build upon? Or am I, going to invest my energy and time into this and there's no potential? So there's just a bit of worry and anxiety. Now, going into your person of interest, their emotional state about this connection with you, Pisces, I have the Magician, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. So if this is a person you've been dealing with, they may be at a place to where they're on edge too, especially if you see them as someone who you have to be careful of when it comes to trusting, or that maybe there's been some misunderstanding in the past. And with the Magician in reverse, there's this question on their end of if there's a way to even make that up to you, or to change the narrative in your mind about them being potentially a manipulator or someone who's just not all the way honest is a big concern for them. They do feel very attracted to you. They could feel like, when things are good, the connection is, abundant, it's nurturing. They just may know that also too, there's certain things that you guys have to grow from. So they're a bit on edge. If this is a person that you are newly dealing with, like a new love interest, this person, their emotional state, they could be, on edge just like you when it comes to putting themselves out there as well, especially if they have trust issues and they've dealt with some manipulative energy in their past. Now, going into the intentions, what are my Pisces true intentions for their person of interest on a romantic level? So your intentions, if this is a person you've been dealing with for some time, your intentions are to clear out this, worry, misunderstanding, bad communication, like get ultimately to a better place in terms of understanding. It's like a big focal point for you. Another intention is to kind of ease your person's mind. If you can tell that they are very anxious, they are wrapped up in their thoughts, I think that your main intention right now is to try to get them to see that you're honest, or you don't have any intentions that are rooted in bad intentions, if I can talk. But ultimately yeah, to get to a better place of communication, especially if there has been like a lot of arguing, things being said in the heat of the moment that's not necessarily meant. If this is a new person that you're dealing with, again, I'm still seeing the same thing of like trying to, you know, deal with this person and show them that they don't really have anything to worry about in terms of your intentions for them. Now, when it comes to your person of interest, true intentions for you, Pisces, we have... Okay, so if this is a new person that you're dealing with, their intentions are to start fresh and to rewrite the narrative about their love life. They have been thoroughly disappointed in their past, especially with either failed marriage, failed family relationship. This could even be a long-term relationship this person thought was going to complete them, and they have just gotten to a point of feeling destroyed when it comes to love. So their main intention could be rooted in just kind of starting fresh, even though it's a bit of a journey for them. If this is a person you've been dealing with, they could know you guys have went through some rough times, and what could make them feel really content, really happy, is if you guys were to start on a fresh slate. Even though they may not necessarily know how to go about it, that may be something they would love. Now, let's go into the subconscious. What is going on in my Pisces subconscious when it comes to their person of interest? Pisces. What are their hopes, fears, patterns, all that stuff that's coming up for my Pisces? So, if this is a person you've been dealing with for some time, your hopes may be rooted in them seeing how much you're willing to add to their life. There could be moments where your person acts super independent, or like they're better off doing their own thing, or like you don't have their best interest, and subconsciously you could hope that they see that, even if you guys don't necessarily like move on together in a relationship and you guys decide to break up. You just may want to know, you may want this person to know that your intentions were never rooted in doing them wrong. If this is a person that you're like newly dealing with, your hopes may be rooted in, again, like getting this person to see that you don't have bad intentions for them, and that also they're going to have to do some personal stuff, some personal work in order for you guys to move forward and for this to be successful. Your fears may be that they don't see this, or that they go into this hyper independence while dealing with you, to where it just makes it hard for you guys to connect. Now, when it comes to your person's subconscious energy, what is my Pisces person of interest subconscious thought process when it comes to my Pisces? Hope, fears, patterns, all that. So their hopes is that even though you guys haven't had the best history with each other, that you guys get to a place of just opening up to each other again. Because there's been this like strategic, okay, I'm not sure if I should talk to you, I don't know how much to open up to you. So for them, they're thinking constantly about whether or not you will open up to them more, or if they open up to you, that you won't necessarily back away, because they could have a fear of abandonment. When it comes to their fears, they could have a fear that you end up dealing with someone else, or that you do find someone else to be more so like better suited for you, and that you may give up. Or if they put you through third party stuff, that you would just get completely fed up with them and just be done. Now, going into just direction overall, where are things headed for my Pisces when it comes to this connection they have with their love interest? So where are things headed? If this is a newer connection, I see you guys talking more, getting to know each other more. There's hesitation either on your end or your person of interest end when it comes to fully opening up though. But I do see like this attempt to work on building that bond and opening up gradually. If this is a person that you've been dealing with for some time, there could be some moments where emotionally you're a bit thrown off, because they could, act very sweet and charming one second, and the next second like they can't be bothered. So you may be conflicted, or you personally just could be conflicted, and maybe taking a step back to assess whether or not you have enough energy to still work on things. Now, what's the best advice from my Pisces when it comes to their love life, just as a whole? So I would say try your best not to sit and reflect in a way where it starts to become rumination. Give yourself a set amount of time to sit in the energy of reflecting on, what's going on with your relationship, what went on with a past connection. But don't let it be a situation where your mind starts to go off into these spaces where now, life is just doomed, and the conclusion just leaves you more and more like stressed out and mentally disappointed. Be careful of that. Also, if there's someone giving you too much confusion, allow them to work through their confusion instead of trying to force understanding in those moments, because this could leave you even more confused. But this is what I see. I hope that this was helpful and to give you insight, and I will see you in the next one. I wish you guys the best of luck. Bye, y'all.